So today we are going to solve this particular question, which is of a medium type lead code. So this question states that determine if two strings are close or not. So we need to find that given our two strings, and we if that particular string can be derived from the original given string or not. First thing we need to find this. Another one, we need to derive that string using these two operations, the two operations which are given in the question. The first one is to swap any two existing characters. For example, we can have this A B C D E, and we can just swap these two particular letters B and E, and we can get A E C D B instead of A B C D E. We can get this. And if we had given with the string A B C D E and we want the string this to be derived A E C D B, then we can just swap these two letters and we can derive the string, and we can say that these two strings are close. Similarly, we can use this operation too, and using operation 2 we have that we need to transform every occurrence of one existing character into another existing character and do the same with the other character. So for example, we are having a string AACABB, so we can just transform every occurrence of one existing character. So like here, occurrence of A is 3, and occurrence of C is 1, and occurrence of B is 2. So what we do in order to get this string which has the occurrence of B as 3, occurrence of C as 1, and occurrence of A as 2. So what we can do, we can just swap the occurrence of A with occurrence of B. So see, after swapping occurrence of A with occurrence of B, these two gets reverted, and we can get the output as BAA. So we can use these two operations in order to find if the two strings which are given are close or not. So let's quickly jump on to the examples part. So if we talk about the examples, then the first example which is given in the question is ABC, and word we need to get is BCA. So what we can do, we can just swap this B and C, and instead of B and C we can get A, then C, then B. So we can see that this thing gets in position, and now we need to swap this A and B in order to get this B and C, right? So we just use this operation 1 and we swap the values and we get B, C and A. So this is what is expected in the word 2, and after using the operation 1 2 times we can get that the strings are close. Similarly, if we look into another example, we find that we are having the word 1 as A and word 2 as AA. So here the words letters are same, both are A, but the frequency of the words are different. Here we have having A one time, and here we are having A two times. So we cannot obtain A from AA or AA from A. It is not possible. So we can return the answer as false, that this words are cannot be derived and these two are not close. And if we look into the word 1 CABBBA and word 2 ABBCCC, here we can derive word 2 from word A, because if we apply operation 1, so you can see that this particular C A B B B A, this becomes, if we swap these B and A, then this becomes C A B B B, and now we can see that the frequency is little bit matched, right? Like instead of C we are having A as the output, instead of AA we are having BB as output, instead of BBB we are having CCC as output. So we can see the frequency is now matched. Now what we need to do, we just need to swap the frequencies of the letter. So we apply operation 2, because here we need to swap first of all we can swap C and B. So we can get here B, and A will remain as it is, and we'll get C, 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 so that we can get C in order. Now what we can do, we can swap B and A so that we can get A, B in this particular sequence. So A will come here and B will go there 2 times, and then we have C, C, C. So now we can derive this particular string from the word which is given here. So this is the basic thing, and the intuition also I think is now clear. So what we are doing, we are just either swapping the values, that is the letters of this word, or we are swapping the frequencies which are present inside the word. So now let's go to the coding part. The coding part, and in the coding part we can see that first of all we are creating two arrays, array 1 and array 2, and these two arrays are just to store the number of count of the letters which are present inside word 1 and word 2. So that therefore we are declaring the size n, which is of 26 length, and we are creating the array of 26 length, and then we are uh, just moving the word 1 into character part, and then we are counting the characters, and we are storing the frequency of the character using this particular code, this particular for loop. And after we are having the frequency in both the arrays, array 1 and array 2, what we do, we have a check condition here. So in order to check, we loop from 0 to n, and what we see that if array at I, array 1's I is equals to array 2's I, like both are even equal, then we can just move ahead with another iteration. But if they are not equal, we just see that whichever part is 0, if array 1's I is 0 and array 2's I is 0, then we can return false. This is basically to check that if one has a letter which another does not have, like a word 1 is having one letter which word 2 is not having. Therefore we can just pass false here if any one of them is 0. After we solve that, after we check this basic condition, we move forward to sort the arrays. So what we do, we sort both the arrays using array.sort method, and after that we just run through a small basic for loop, and we check that if array 1's I is not equals to array 2's I. If it is not equal, then we return false. Otherwise, if every condition is true, then we return true.